Looking for how to get your goddess braids this nice, full and bouncy? In this video, I'll show you a beginner's friendly way to do that. Let's get into it. Hello, it is another tutorial from the Queen of Knotless Braids herself. So this is a tutorial on how to do your goddess braids. You want to start by parting your hair into the desired parting size that you want. For this video, she's wanted a medium knotless goddess braids, and that's the size that we've gone for. In order to have a very good and nice consistency while you're braiding, especially on natural hair, you want to divide it into three so that you can have a very star and a consistent base for your knotless braids. If you do want a tutorial on how to do knotless braids, drop me a comment section, and you never know, it could potentially be my next video. Okay, but what you need basically is your normal coils for your hair. In this video, I've used the synthetic deep twist coils that I provide. It is very nice, it is very fluffy, and it doesn't tangle. Lasts about 6 weeks at the very least. Girl, if you want these exact coils, all you have to do is drop a comment in the comment section and I can sell it to you. It is literally £12 a bundle, and one pack is usually enough to do a nice full goddess braids. Anywho, back to the grind. So you need to add that goddess coils in there. Make sure that it is not bigger than the actual braids that you're braiding, because you don't want it to look lumpy and you don't want that to be looking all kind of weird, because we're looking for a fluffy, nice looking goddess braids. Okay, and then you then add your normal braiding hair into there. If you want a tutorial once again on how to do normal knotless braids, all you have to do is drop me a comment in the comment section and girl will make that video for you, period. And then you want to add another coils in there as well. Like I said, make sure that the sizing is exactly the same size as the hair that you're braiding, not too small, not too big. If not, it's going to have a lumpiness on top of there and you wouldn't like it. As you can see, I braided that hair on top of it so that I can actually braid it properly. It was fed in from the top and not from the back. And then you want to take that braiding hair and then separate it so that you do not braid it alongside the knotless braids itself. It is very important to make sure that the coils that you're adding is not too big, and then you're adding it at the right time. Majority of the time, from what I've just done, I usually braid it 3 times before I add the next coils, and then when I add the next coil in there, I braid it a bit more, like once or twice before I separate it, so that it can actually have a strong grip and it doesn't come off when you're trying to detangle or when you're running your hands through it down the line in the future. Another tip for a good goddess braids is make sure that the braid that you're braiding itself is not too thick, regardless of what size you're doing. If you're doing a small, medium, whatever you're doing, just make sure that the braid is not as big as it would be when you're doing a normal knotless braids, only because you want the coils to actually come up and be full the way you want it to do. In summary, all you have to do to get a perfect goddess coil is 1. Have your coils ready. For this video, we use the deep twist, and if you want it, don't forget to drop me a comment section and I am happy to sell it to you. Anyways, second thing is you want to have your braiding hair, part the parts to your desired size. Make sure that the coils is not too big so that it actually doesn't have any form of lumpiness in there. Keep adding the coils. For this video, we've added 4 coils on this braid because she wanted it to be full. And as you can see at the end, I am tying it to secure the braid itself so that it doesn't come off, only because at the end, I would be coiling it separately to get that fluffy, nice, bouncy look. What I'll then be doing going forward is showing you again how I do this in slow-mo kind of, so that you can see how it's been added. I will shut up now so that you can actually watch this video in silence and you can enjoy what I'm doing. hopefully I've helped you a bit in understanding or knowing how to add your curls and for your goddess braids. This is what it should look like at the end. Obviously, the more full you want it, the more curls you want to add on it. This could arguably be boho braids. If I was to do it as a braider myself, it would be boho braids, but it's basically the same technique to do boho, gypsy, goddess. If you want a tutorial on how to do knotless braids, how I have called the tip to make it look exactly like the curls I provide, and how if you want a more detailed video on how to do goddess and how I part for medium braids, let me know in the comment section, and it could potentially be the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and don't forget to buy these calls from me, okay?